FOS TV is brought to you by the Lion's Den. The Den always has been and always will be about enjoying family and friends in an environment steeped in Happy Valley tradition. So come back to the Den, the perfect place to recall old memories while creating new ones.
I feel good. You know, the scuffle we have, I'm willing to take full responsibility for. I may not have started it, but you know, as a quarterback for this university, I should be held to a higher standard. It should not have happened. I should have walked away from it. It was just two guys who, you know, emotional about the game, got into an argument, and you know, as he came over towards me, I couldn't back away. You can't even call it a fight. You call it a scuffle. We kind of just grabbed each other, and didn't last more than 10 seconds. So we just grabbed each other, and as we fell to the ground, basically a freak accident the way I hit my head off the ground. And you know, if you do that 100 times, 99 of 100 times, that won't happen.
Matt, why do you take responsibility?
Well, because like I said, as a quarterback for this university, I feel as if I'm held to a higher standard.
Beyond that, though, for any reason?
I feel as I'm a role model to younger kids.
Yeah.
And in every way, I feel the coaches, you know, look at me to lead this team. And like I said, I'm man enough to say that, you know, I'm going to take responsibility for it. It was my fault,
okay.
and it shouldn't have happened. And it's with everything that's going on with this university right now, we don't need another distraction.
Matt,
what's the root of the whole thing? What was the root of the whole thing?
You guys play in the bowl game?
Excuse me?
What's going to happen now with you and Drake? Are you guys gonna
right now, I'm just focusing on my health, and that's what Coach Bradley was talking about, and the doctors. We're just focused on my health, making sure I do well on the concussion test, and I'm able to get back into playing mode. Once I'm healthy enough to play, then we'll see. You know,
are you out for the bowl game?
As of now, no. I mean, like I said, I have no answers until I take the concussion test.
What was the root of the whole thing? Why did
it was just we were going against the defense, and kind of like a pass period, and it was just too. Like I said, I thought he might have ran the route the wrong way. He might have thought I threw it the wrong way, and like I said, it's just guys that are, you know, emotional about the game of football, and you know, couldn't let it go. And you know, it happens sometimes. Fights happen all the time at practice.
Yeah.
Tons and tons. I can sit here and go all day about guys who fight, and this one just happened, unfortunately, that I mean, we landed the wrong way, and I ended up smacking my head off the ground. And
well, with everything that's gone on, though, I mean, it's not often that the starting quarterback is not, you know, gets punched out, so that's why.
Well, I didn't get punched out, so we get your facts straight. But like I said,
were there any punches?
I just told you guys what happened.
What's the timetable?
Did you suffer from a seizure, as has been reported? Can you clear that up? Your father apparently told the newspaper you suffered from a seizure.
Right. Well, initially I hit my head off the ground. Like I said, as we were on our way to the ground, like I said, I don't know how many times I can say it was a freak accident. I smacked my head. I don't remember anything else. Whether or not, you know, another hit was thrown while I was on the ground or not, or what the seizure came from. Maybe just hitting my head at the right spot. Like I said, I don't know, but I think I did suffer a seizure from it. But like I said, I feel pretty well right now. We're gonna do some concussion tests this week, and hopefully I'll be able to start practicing again.
Where were you guys?
Will you get tested
were you guys
today?
When
it was in the locker room, actually.
Okay,
yeah.
so would you hit yourself head on something hard?
Just the ground. It was a thin carpet we have in the carpet in there, and I mean, I guess we just went down with enough force to do the job.
Have you guys made tested today, Matt? And what's your concern about the upcoming bowl game and your ability to
I took a test. I took a test yesterday with Dr. Ackerman. I did very well in the mental part, but I don't think physically I'm back to where I should be in terms of my balance, vision, things like that. But like I said, I mean, after you suffer, you know, being hit unconscious and suffering a seizure, it's going to take time, and you know, I'm willing to do whatever it takes for the team and the university to get back and be ready for the bowl game.
Have you and Curtis made amends? Yeah. Have you talked to him about this? Have you and Curtis made amends over this?
We're trying to get in touch with each other. It was a little rough yesterday.
Right.
We were talking with a few of the coaches, so it was kind of tough. Like I said, I was with the doctors for a while, so I haven't actually seen him yet. I was only at practice for a little while yesterday because of the doctor's appointment. But you know, like I said, I'm willing to talk. Like I said, we're friends. Mm-hmm. We're good friends with each other. And like I said, it was just two emotional guys, and it was just another football fight that ended badly.
Matt, when you consider that your status for that bowl game is now suddenly in question, what goes through your mind?
Well, it's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow. As of now, I still feel as if I'm going to play in it. I'm going to do my best to get back to full health. I know the doctors are going to do their best to try to get me back to full health. And we're just going to take it one day at a time. I've been feeling better each and every day. And we're just gonna play it by ear and see where it goes.
If you could, when you do talk to Curtis, what do you hope to say to him?
Oh, it won't be a long conversation. We'll laugh it off. Be like, hey man, that happens. It was a freak accident. Well, what are you gonna do? And like I said earlier, 99 out of 100 times that doesn't happen.
Matt, if you can't play, where do you see the quarterback position? You've watched the other guys in practice.
Well, I mean, you'd have to, like I said, coaches are probably gonna go with Rob. He has more experience than Shane, and both guys are kind of working in and out now, splitting reps again. But like I said, I expect to play in the bowl game.
Matt, you may have said it, and I apologize if you have, but were you out cold at one point?
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, it was no longer than 10 seconds. We grabbed each other, we were kind of moving around, and we both went down I guess we both went down with enough force, and my shoulder hit the ground first, and I don't know if my head snapped with it, and that's the last thing I remember. And the last thing I remember was waking up in the stretcher. So like I said, it was just the way I landed, and it really wasn't anybody's fault.
What's the impact on the team? How concerned are you? You're the starting quarterback. How concerned are you that this can tear apart a team in a situation like this?
Well, anytime a team loses their starting quarterback, it's tough.
The fight, the quarterback in a fight with a receiver, that part of it, the chemistry aspect of it.
Oh, I don't see a problem with it at all. Like I said, fights happen between offensive linemen, defensive linemen, offense and defense fight. It happens on a regular basis, and we wouldn't even be talking about this if I didn't fall the wrong way and smack my head. And that's the way I feel about it. In my mind, it's over right now, and we're going to move on from it. And right now, I'm focused on just trying to get better, and that's what the doctors focus on too. And right now, Rob and Shane are doing their best jobs to fill in.
Matt, have you had concussions before, either here or in high school?
No.
First one?
This is the first one where I've actually been knocked unconscious, and it wasn't a pleasant experience. But like I said, the doctors are willing to work with me, and I'm willing to work with them to try to get back to 100%.
You obviously knew you were going to get grilled coming out here. Was there a decision on your part to?
Well, you guys deserve to. I mean, you guys are doing your job. You deserve to know what's going on here at Penn State football, and we're going to give you that. Like I said, I don't have a problem telling the story because, I mean, this is probably the 4th or 5th time I said it. It was a freak accident, and these things happen. I don't dislike Curtis anymore or like him anymore because of what happened. It was an accident. I think these things happen, and now you have to deal with it.
But how embarrassing is this to the image of the program, considering all you guys have been through in the last few weeks?
Well, it was like I said, I'm going to take responsibility for it. It was immature. This incident was ill-timed. It should not have happened. I should have just walked away from it. But like I said, it's to put Coach Bradley in this position. The man's been through enough, and my heart breaks for him. And we're going to do the best we can to try to fix this.